Hey, boys and girls, this is another episode of I Buy Old Records. I use bass theorem when I do it. And this time it's going to be I Buy Little 7-inch records. So, vinyl finds. Number 22, be showing a variety of 7-inchers that I got in a variety of ways over the last couple of months. So, first, I bought I think it was 7 of them from a Discogs seller named Rock Candy. Most of them, not all of them, were blind buys. So I'll tell you which ones weren't blind buys as we go through this set. Okay, so the first one, so the band is called Fuck Nights. The EP is called A Taste of Puke. We have songs like 77 Virgins and Fine Irish Whiskey. 2014 garage punk from Minneapolis. So it's sort of psyche as well by the cover. Honestly, I found this to be tamer than the cover and the band name was sort of insinuating. Anything? Let's see. I'm trying to remember if there was anything special. Yeah, nothing too special about the vinyl on Ape Records. Super Wild Horses with Enigma, You Say Go, World's Gone Bad on the flip side. And this is on the Hozak label. And Sean of Many Names, A Record a Day, has recommended this Hozak. He sent me another Hozak single recently. So this is 2010, sort of indie garage. A female duo from Melbourne in Australia. Found these to be kind of short, typical sort of indie rock songs. Then next we have the Zetas with this 7-inch, where we have the Silence on one side and we have the Knife on the other side. The band from Austin, they have a female co-lead singer. Her name is Kana Harris. She's got kind of bluish green hair. She looks a little bit like that WWE wrestler, women's wrestler with colored hair as well. I noticed in my Discogs research that every one of their songs and albums is the something. So they should do a covers record of the. Zetas play the. Which is funnier than Zetas play the Sex Pistols or Zetas play the Stevie Nicks. This is not a blind buy. This is the Wild Feathers. Help Me Out, Christine, 2016 Alt Country. I saw them play live in 2013. They had opened for Bob Dylan when he played locally. I've heard they've also opened for like Willie Nelson. So they seem to be like a major label alt country band that like supports bigger acts. When we have this, the band Green with their EP called REM. Songs are My Tears Are Dry and Love on Thin Air. This is on Pravda Records from 1988. Sort of your late 80s alternative rock. So now I need Negative Land with their U2. So sort of alt rock. Up on sort of the power popish side of things from Chicago. I found them to be I think they sounded more like Soul Asylum than they sounded like REM. So that would be the band called The Green. Then we have The Fall. So obviously we know who The Fall are. This was not a blind buy. This was a recent reissue of a couple of songs from back in 1978. It's the New Thing in Various Times. So, good old Mark E. Smith. Then the last one from that Rock Candy seller was this guy named Derek Lynn Plastic. And so, there we go. Derek Lynn Plastic. And so, guy's name is Darren Duncan. This seems to have been his last record, but the website's still active. He might be from Atlanta. He might be from Orlando. They were called a new wave punk band. Recording quality was pretty bad on this. A kaleidoscope of synthesizers thrown into a wall of guitar. I saw this from like a 2006 webpage about them. A couple other things I picked up. This was not from the Discogs seller, so this is something I got straight from the band of Bandcamp. So this is Schizos, so some modern day hardcore, Nashville via New Orleans. And again, this is just on standard black. So come with a warrant on one side, and then there are 3 songs on the other side. The back cover looks kind of cool here. So Dale Schizo, Sammy Schizo, Hot Dog, Los, and Mr. Hand. So those are some good punk names. Then also coming from Nashville, when I got the 4-way anal touch fight from Randy Weaver, he also sent me some singles. He sent me 2 Bobby Sherman singles. And they even came with the Weaver name on them. I think he said this was something that maybe his sister had way back in the day. And Randy, if you're watching, I've already given one of your 2 Bobby Sherman singles away to somebody else, but I still have one. Then we have Dawn. I think this is the Dawn from Tony Orlando and Dawn. And we've got my first Eagles record. Yes, I had a collection that was completely vacant of the Eagles, but now I have the single Witchy Woman, a song called Early Bird on the back. And that's actually, I like that song, so that's pretty cool. And then the final thing I'm going to show in this video, this was from Vinyl Me Please. So last month, since I already had an old version of the Buck Owens record, I did a swap and I got the Doors that they put out several months ago. So the Doors debut album on green vinyl, and then you got a bonus 45, The Light My Fire, with a couple of songs on the back, The Crystal Ship, and then Take It As It Comes, which was not on the album, and it's on clear vinyl. So there are some little 7-inch records that I've bought or otherwise obtained recently.